This is Steve and KJ. It's Steve and KJ.
Ooh, baby, what did you say?
It's Steve and KJ. Steve and KJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, degenerates, wrestling fans of all ages, I'm Steve Swift, he's KJ, and we are talking to you about wrestling on good times. We're going to be doing this, whether you like it or not, for a long time. And we have a fantastic wrestling show that we really, or wrestling match that we really like this week. We're going to do wrestling matches we like. We're going to do wrestling matches that are terrible, and we like that they're terrible. We are both wrestling fans. KJ is much younger than me. I'm very old. And how are you, KJ, my friend?
I'm doing great. You know, I'm ready to sit down. I'm ready to enjoy some wrestling, and I'm ready to talk about the classic stuff and not be bored to tears because I'm not watching current day wrestling.
Yeah, you should be. Why don't you watch some Brit Rest? We can talk about this. A bit of Brit Wrestling, particularly an organisation called Spinebuster.
Oh.
Particularly good. We'll have a talk about that over a nice caramel latte later.
Oh, please.
But what we're talking about tonight is from 1991. What is that? How many years ago is that? Is that 30? My maths is terrible. How many years?
I think we're talking 34 years ago. Yeah.
4 years ago. Now, we talked about this earlier, and what did you say? I said, how old were you when this fight came out? Go on, tell me what you said.
I was about -4 years old. I wasn't born yet.
You swine!
That was not a concept yet, unfortunately. Yeah.
But you have watched this fight many times, as I have.
Oh yeah, yeah, many times.
Because this is from SummerSlam 91, the match made in heaven and the match made in hell. Two terrible main events. But
Yeah.
this, yeah. You said earlier, I can't believe that a wedding was the main event.
Yeah, and that's, you know, and it's confusing because that's definitely the match made in hell.
Yes. However, you do have Colonel Mustafa and Nadman on the other one, so it's not ideal either. But this match is, because this is your Intercontinental title match.
Yes, indeed.
So this
yeah.
is Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now then, what's your view of the stuff surrounding this fight? What do you reckon?
Well, I mean, it's interesting because I think this is after Perfect gets the title back from Texas Tornado, I think, Kerry Von Eriksen. And then Bobby has just recently left him, so there's like the coach because he's gone to the announce desk. Yeah, it's
Golden Greek, John Tolos.
Okay, yeah, great. Because I was like, who is that guy? Like, I always forget that the coach was a thing.
I mean, around there for a cough and a spit, no longer than that. Only enough to get catering and then away.
Yeah, and it's just this little rape whistle that he has.
Terrible. It's shocking. I mean, you know, as Piper says, because we've got Piper on commentary, as Piper says, he's doing a lot of blowing of that whistle, but not giving him much, not giving him any kind of guidance. No, he didn't do any of that. All he did was blow the whistle.
Yeah, it's just a whistle, and and I love that Bret Hart, he brings his parents, but he puts them in the cheap seats and the fucking nosebleeds. Can't pay in kayfabe for the front row.
But they do this all the time, you know. When Hart's in peril, they show Stu and Helen, and Helen's doing the kind of I'm frightened stuff, but Stu completely immobile because he never did that. He never played that game. I love Bobby because Bobby Heenan's on commentary as well, folks. I love Bobby Heenan's comment. I'll tell you why they look frightened. They snuck in. They didn't play. But the thing is that this is a fantastic fight, and it's got. I mean, it's a pure wrestling fight, really, with WWF at the time kind of wrestling entertainment in it. So, just tell me what you think of the fight itself and some of the moments that make you think, oh, come on, that's fabulous.
I mean, the match is absolutely great, just like from the start to the finish. Like even when they're first like locking up and doing the headlock takeover, and Perfect is just grabbing the hair and just pulling, like it's so blatant, all this cheating, and then Bret Hart just gives it and returns the favor. Perfect tries to shoot him off. Bret keeps the hair on, keeps the headlock in, like it's so good. But it's like the thing for me is like when Perfect's selling throughout the whole damn match, like just making Bret look like $1 million all the way through. Like every shot, it feels like it's a gunshot that Perfect takes. It's awesome.
Absolutely. And the thing is, what it came to light afterwards is that, you know, Perfect had a terribly bad back injury. You know, and when he bails halfway through this fight and walks to the back, you can see him limping. And Gorilla Monsoon, it's Gorilla Monsoon and Piper and Heenan. And Gorilla Monsoon has said previously, these two guys are in tip-top condition. And then when it's clear that he's limping, I say, I think he's favouring his back a little. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, when you consider, so there's an extraordinary moment where it gets out of the ring to the outside, and Bret Hart shoots him over to the steel steps, and he flies over those steps. He launches himself over. That must have been so painful for him.
And that, but then it's like, it's so cool because then like in the middle of the match, like when he goes for the sleeper hold, I've never seen anybody run towards the opponent and do like a little pirouette into the sleeper. It's like, for a guy that's got a bad back, he's super freaking agile and mobile. As like, for me, he's like the top guy that never became champion. Like, he should have been 100% WWF champion, should have beaten Warrior.
Absolutely. He really should, because he had the attitude and he had Heenan with him at that time. They should have stepped Heenan with him, all of that. There is a lovely, I mean, there's a superplex in this, isn't there? Is it in this? No, it's not. Is it? Yeah. And, you know, if you're watching it, you kind of think, I can't watch it now without thinking his back must be so sore. However, what I do think is that things like the sleepers and all of that, and coming off the top, you know, with knees and all that kind of stuff, it's not the kind of, no one's giving anybody else a pile driver or anything like that in this match. It's beautifully designed in that respect. That, you know, it looks like great chain wrestling. But no one is saying, okay, although Hart does deliver a backbreaker at one point, if I remember rightly.
Yes, and I was like, oh God.
Please don't, please. You know, please stay away from the back. Oh, sorry. And there is a lovely moment where he throws him to the ropes and Perfect lands with legs astride the ring post. And it's allowed Piper to do the Vienna Boys choir line. Yes. You've got to. I'll tell you one of the great things about it, for me, one of the great things about this fight is that you've got Heenan frightened because he's a good friend of mine, and Piper saying, you know, come on, keep that rally going, Bret. It's beautifully done with Gorilla Monsoon in the middle saying, oh, well, you know, he's pulling the hair. And as you say, then Bret Hart pulls the hair. And Heenan says, you can't pull Bret Hart's hair. Why not? You end up with oil slicks on your hand.
Oil slicks.
Fantastic. It is. I mean, I think that although it's a passing of the torch, we know that, you know, and Bret was the coming man. I always thought, even when I saw it at the time, you really don't need to pull his singlet off afterwards. That looks, that seems, because he's having to kick his leg to get the singlet off. And I'm thinking that's got to hurt. And don't do that, Bret. You make him look like a bit of a dick.
Yeah. Like it's a very tit move. It is. It's very tit-like.
It is. You think, I've just beaten you, and now I'm going to make you look like because you've got a pair of Speedos on, so I'm going to make you look a bit of a fool as well. With your little arse hanging out. So, it's a bit, but this match is one of those that people talk about now because it's beautiful chain wrestling and beautifully done.
It's a great story being told, a great pass the torch moment. The finish is really cool. Like one of the first few times to go from the ground up into the sharpshooter finish too. Like, it's very, very special, this match. One very fond.
Yeah, that's beautiful. The ending, as you say, is great. The figure four into, standing up to that sharpshooter was extraordinary, and just made, as you say, made Bret Hart look $1 million because, Perfect's already over at this point. Well, but Bret Hart isn't quite over as a singles wrestler, and Perfect does a superb job for him.
Yeah, 100%. Because, Bret's only just getting out of the tag stuff, and he's only just starting to get that ascent, and finally, I think this is his first singles title. Yeah, it's his first singles title. And so, you can't ask for much better to build somebody, especially when you're hurt.
Absolutely, and you can't ask for much better to start this series with either. And thank you for that segue. That was beautifully done, honestly, from set me up. It was lovely. It's great, and great to chat about it. Keep coming back to us every week because we're going to be giving you the great matches and the crap matches. And remember, good times are now.